Hello and welcome, my stanked up simps. It's SJB here, and this is one of those videos that I think not everybody is going to enjoy, but I want to go back to my roots for one video, just a straight talk to you guys. This is going to be a video where I do not talk about the strategy very much. Instead, I talk about my life and what's going on. It's not exactly a happy story. A lot of times I try to keep the negative stories away from you guys as much as possible. I try to be upbeat whenever possible. Or unless there's some interesting drama, something that doesn't really affect my life that much. But a lot of things have been happening in a negative way lately, and I got to talk to you guys about it because it's been affecting my YouTube career. So I first of all want to apologize to you guys because I think I have to start off with this with like a preface thing. I have been, first of all, let's talk about the strategy for just a second. The main thing that I'm doing today is I'm going to be using beast handlers, but I'm only going to use up to 3rd tier max. I will not be using any 4th tier beasts, and of course no 5th tier beasts, and we're playing on chimps right now. And all I want to see is this strategy going to be good? Are 1st, 2nd, and 3rd tier beasts actually really freaking solid? That's all I really want to ask. That's the only question. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start off with a fish in the front. We're going to start off with a dinosaur in the corner. And gonna do that 3 times, I think. Microraptors and Addosauruses. It's a good combo, dude. And if we want to, we can level these guys up into Addosauruses and crap and make them actually do something. But we do need to get our hero going, which is Gwendolyn. So anyways, I know that I'm going to try to not talk about strategy, but of course, sometimes I need to talk about the strategy a little bit. And there's a lot of weird action going on with beast handlers. But anyways, let's get down to the apology. So the preface part. The preface part is that in the past, roughly 11 to 12 years that I've been doing YouTube, I have missed maybe 30 days or so of not making videos. In the entire career that I've had on YouTube, I have been unbelievably consistent, okay? I don't want to say that there's not a more consistent YouTuber, but I've always prided myself on my consistency. Almost no matter what, I get a video up for you guys. That's kind of the way I tried to live my life. Like, and this is not a joke, like legit, probably 30 days. And here's the crazy part, though. Just at the very beginning of this year, all right, I missed 7 days because I had COVID. I got COVID real bad. I felt freaking horrible, and I did not want to make videos sounding like a terrible, horrible person. I didn't want to do it, so I didn't. And I felt really bad about it, but I let you go. I didn't even pop on my computer. I didn't move off the couch for basically a week. By the time I finally got to the point where I could get up and actually do things, I got back over to you guys and I made sure that I made videos for you as soon as I possibly could. Then just this week, I've missed another 2 days of videos. Now, I just gotta apologize to you guys, because again, I love my consistency. I love it. It's something that I really love to say about my channel and about everything, is that I get to be consistent for everybody. Oh, crap. Freaking, I have no cam detection, do I? Oh, yes, I do! Gwendolyn! I'm gonna have to watch out for that, though. I need some bird action somewhere. I don't know where or how I'm gonna get it, but I need some bird action. Let's go for at least, like, a double dose of bird action over here. Let's go for a falcon and maybe a Addosaurusus or some crap. We're gonna make the falcon, grab the Bloons, and put them right here. So any of the Bloons that go in this area will all get sent back right here and have to go through that area again. We're going to do it twice with another falcon. But I do need to make sure I have that cam detection, because you need the owl to get the cam detection. This bird does not have the automatic cam detection. Anyways, I do. I really... Oh, crap. Gwendolyn, luckily, that lead popping power. Thought I was going to need an Addosaurusus. I'm sorry that I'm saying a lot, but this is one of those topics that's just hard for me to do. And like I said, I've been doing a bad job, and I'm dealing with some health issues as well. So it's all kind of coinciding together into a pretty bad video, but I have to tell you guys anyways. And I've prided myself on all of that, and on making consistent, decent quality content. Maybe not the best and toppest of high-end quality content, but at least I do a good job of keeping you guys updated, making sure everybody's reasonably happy in most situations. So, another 2 days. Now, that's like right there, and I know that for the rest of the year, oh my god, are you kidding me, dude? Get that owl. Get the freaking owl, man. Get it! Get it! Take him down! was way closer than I wanted to be. Let's go for a second horned owl, I guess, because clearly camo balloons are a freaking problem for me, dude. I do want to get a village eventually, but I think we're going to have to wait for the Moab popping power first, so I think I'm going to go for a great white shark or something like that. Maybe even a double dose of great white sharks before I actually get down into that action. So I know I missed a couple other days this year, so almost half of the days that I have not posted a video for you guys in the entirety of my 12-year-ish career have been in this year. Like half. That's freaking horrible. Horrible. And I hate myself for it. I do. I'm upset. Now, a lot of you guys are probably thinking, well, who cares, Chris? It's not that big of a deal to miss a couple days here and there. But you do have to remember that YouTube is my job. And if I don't post a video, it's not like I just get to relish in amazingness. I still have to deal with the fact that this is my job and this is how I make money, and I make a living off of this, and when I miss a day, I don't get paid, you know? So, that sucks, obviously. It's not fun to not get paid, of course. I think a lot of people can agree with that. So it does make me feel bad, not only for the purposes of you guys, but also for the purposes of my own well-being. I like to make sure that I'm making enough money that I can be happy and get the Chipotle when I want to get the... Oh, crap. That was kind of a bad timing on that thing. Is it going to be good enough? Luckily, yes! Woo! All right. But either which way, I feel bad about that. Now, why? Why? Well, at the beginning of the year, COVID. Fair enough. But now, this week in particular has been pretty much my when it rains, it pours week. All right, and when it rains, it mon-frickin-soons. Okay, that's where I'm at right now. Frickin' monsooning all over my face. It could be worse, don't get me wrong. I could have a tsunami come. But right now, it's monsooning. And I don't like the monsooning. Okay, I don't think anybody likes the monsooning happening. Unless you were in a drought for a really, really, really long time. Maybe you do like that. But that causes floods. And that's just going to cause disasters all over the place. So we don't want that. So instead... my monsoon is pretty bad right now. Okay, just straight up, just not having a good time with my monsooning action. So let's talk about all the things that have happened that have been very, very bad to me in the past. Most of this has happened this week, legit this week, but some of it has happened over the past couple weeks. So I have a list here of a couple things that I don't even remember all of them. There's guaranteed there's some stuff that I've kind of forgot about in the sea of garbage that's happened to me here lately, but, and I apologize to anybody who's also having a really bad time in life, and you just don't want to hear me complain. I'm so sorry. All right, this is all, most of this is somewhat meaningless stuff that really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, but... and I know that some people, you know, you might have had something way crazier happen, like you got your legs cut off or something like that. I don't want to speak for anybody, but I know that crap happens, and crap can happen worse to you than it does to me. I get that. I respect it. I understand it. But I just want to tell you what happened to me because I've been upset. I've been upset, just straight up. So. All right, let's get the great whites going. We're gonna merge all of our great whites into one mega great white. So we got a 24/24 great white now. I think I'm gonna go for a couple more of these guys in combination, and I do want to get a pretty high level Velociraptor going pretty soon as well. So we'll keep that in mind. But I think I'm gonna go for another triple great white shark. Here we go, great white shark needs water. What? That also needs water. Oh, no. All right, so that's going to have to be a Velociraptor, I guess. Put these two guys... hopefully this is close enough to the water. Hopefully. Another great white shark and another soon-to-be great white shark. Well, any which way, let's talk about the things. So, first of all, my ice maker broke. Okay, now that seems really silly and stupid, but I tried to fix it. I tried to mess around with it. I tried to get something to actually go down with the ice maker nonsense. And I'm one of those guys that like to fix things whenever possible. I'll watch as many YouTube videos as it frickin' takes so I don't have to call the repair guy out. Couldn't get it to work. So, this is a fridge that's 2 years old, by the way. So it's like, you're going to notice a theme here. You're going to notice a very common theme of things that shouldn't break being broken. But anyways, my wife always tells me that I'm always a down and outer. I'm always kind of a doom and gloomer when it comes to things, and I think that it's fair for me to be doom and gloom when everything around me breaks or gets destroyed, okay? That's just the way I feel about it. All right, so we got one maxed out Great White. We're going to merge this guy with this guy, and then, did I never build a third one? Guess I never built a third one. All right, third one, Great White Shark. And we're going to merge that guy with this guy. So now we get a 24 to 24, and he is also going to go right here. So now we got some pretty decent Great White Shark action here. Let's see what's going to happen. It looks like we got more than enough balloon pop power. I think mostly it's the floppage. The floppage, definitely very, very solid right now. They're going to jump out, reach out, and they're going to come back towards the screen and flop all the balloons in existence right here, which is nice. So against Moabs, seemingly pretty good. Ooh, also they are on first, so maybe I should put them on strong, though. All right. I don't know for sure they need to be on strong, but I feel like it's fair for me to put them on strong. I actually did a quick second to merge all my people, but I did end up with a maxed out Velociraptor over here as well, which is in range of the cam detection, which is pretty sweet. Gotta admit that. So how are things going so far? Actually pretty good. I'm not upset with that. So anyways, had to call somebody out to fix my ice maker. On a couple-year-old fridge. Frickin' stupid. Then my garage door spring broke. Now, the sucky thing about a garage door spring is it's what makes the garage door basically go up and down, and you basically cannot open the garage door without that spring. It just kind of almost doesn't work, is the best way I can explain it. So, of course, my cars are inside of the garage, so when the spring breaks, so I have to call somebody out to get my cars out of the house. And it was kind of sad, too, because it doesn't really matter that much, but I got locked in the house, basically, for 2 days before the garage door people came, which is kind of sad. Oh, man, look at this, Bloons! What? All right, hold on. We might be okay. Yeah, definitely okay. Look at that. It was only around 63 for some reason at the end that actually caused any issues. I didn't know which section that was, but either which way, we're okay now. I think I might go for another Velociraptor soon, and I might go for another maxed out Great White Shark. We'll see. With a third maxed out Great White Shark, so that's 24 to 24, and I feel like I still will need to eventually deal with the balloons at some point, but for right now, things are actually going quite smooth. So, I'm probably going to be throwing a couple birds somewhere in the middle here. I don't know exactly where, but I want to probably get them in range to pop anything in this area back down into this little zone right here. That's kind of my goal. It takes a long time to set those guys up, so we're going to just wait a little while, see what we run into any issues with, and we'll deal with it when the time actually comes. But for now, things are going pretty good, so I cannot complain. I'm just going to let it ride. All right, so ice maker broke, garage door spring broke, and that eventually got replaced. Freaking $300. Then somebody ran over my mailbox, and that was pretty upsetting. And of course, when I say they ran over my mailbox, I don't know who it was, but I'm pretty sure it was the random people who mow the lawns around here, because they got those freaking big trucks, and they always park right in front of my mailbox and stuff like that. But that got knocked over, and of course, it's not like they told me that they knocked it over. They just didn't care, and they left. So, never going to figure out who that is. So, now I got to get a new mailbox. Look at that. This was really stupid, but just to add it to the frickin' list, my back door wouldn't lock anymore. So, I had to spend like an hour trying to mess around and fiddle with the locks to get that to work. Eventually, I fixed that, though, which is pretty sweet. Then, my air conditioner broke. All right, so when I say it broke, I tried to turn it on for the first time. We've had a crazy heat wave, basically. I know it's only mid-April, but we're getting 80-plus degrees right now, which I don't remember what that is in Celsius, but I'd say something like 37 or something like that. You guys can feel free to give the exact numbers with that. But either which way, it was pretty freaking toasty for April, at the very least. Normally at this time we get like 50-degree temperatures, maybe 60-degree temperatures, but yeah, freaking hot. So I tried to turn on my air conditioner, didn't work. Now this is also only 2 years old. All right, we got a new fridge when we moved into our house, and I got a new. Oh, actually, the fridge was 3 years old. The air conditioner though, 2 years old, and then we got that a little after we moved into the house because our old air conditioner also broke. So, anyways, got a new air conditioner, and it's only been 2 years, and I've had these people come out 6 times now. 2 times for a furnace tune-up, 2 times for an AC tune-up, and then 2 times to have to fix my air conditioner. Not only, and that was after it got installed. Okay, I just want to throw that out there. Any which way, freaking annoying, right? So, then, my plants got spider bites. Okay, yeah, that freaking sucks. So I had to try to fix that. That if you know anything about spider mites whatsoever, you're gonna know that you freaking hate them. They're freaking terrible, dude. Terrible. Kill everything. Then, guess what? It was not the end of the issues with my garage door. Now, the garage door wouldn't close. So, of course, it's got to be something with the sensors probably, right? I tried to do the math on that, tried to figure it out and mess with it for like over an hour, and eventually ended up with, yeah, probably sensors broke. Then I started looking at all like the pieces and everything and what it would cost to get me a new sensor, and I'm like, dude, it's going to cost me like $50 to get a new sensor, and I don't know if it's the sensors or the wires, then I got to buy more wires, and then run all that crap and like get it all, try to figure it out, and then it might just be, well, your garage door opener's also probably freaking old. I don't know exactly how old it is, but it's definitely really up there. Definitely looks really up there. Plus, it's underpowered for my garage door. Anyways, so I'm like, you know what? I think it's freaking time. Now I got to reinstall a new garage door opener, which if you don't know, it's actually quite a lot of work. They said it takes probably about 4 hours to install that guy, and I'm about, I don't know, maybe halfway done right now, and I've spent at least an hour, hour plus, with Amanda to help me, by the way. I forced her to help me with this thing. That is in motion, so hopefully I get to open my garage door pretty soon. At the very least, though, this is the nice thing, as I can still open and close the garage door because the spring works. You can like take it off the track, basically, and just go up and down, so it doesn't really matter that much, right? But either which way, that frickin' sucks, and I have to deal with that. And also, woo, $34,000. So as far as I'm concerned, third tier beasts, really good. Let's do some of that bird action real quick. Before I forget about it, let's go for 2 birds over here, third bird over here, and we're gonna go for third tiers as well. Golden eagles across the board. And I'm also just going to throw down barracudas here, and I'll probably end up merging them into some sort of great white shark over here as well. So let's do that. Let's go for another great white shark, since we have the money for it. I'm going to merge all these barracudas first. Merge barracuda. Merge my barracuda. I see why this is so much work, though, and why this is kind of annoying, and why they made it cheaper. So that's only a 17 out of 24 great white shark. Okay, fair enough. Now if we do one more great white shark, that should be maxed out, right? So that's an 8 out of... 8 out of, yeah, so 8 out of boom, boom. Okay, technically 1 over, but who cares? And then for these guys, we're going to go for a triple golden eagle merge. So we're going to merge this guy with this guy, and this guy with this guy, because I want this guy to be my main bird guy, who can put it right about here. All right, that's good. We spent a lot of our money. Let's see if this is going to end up working out for a while. So far, still pretty good, though. And this is 80 plus, man. At least for now. We should start to use our abilities here, though, at least every once in a while. Maybe throw in a cocktail here and there. Things get melted, though. I'm happy, man. I'm happy with how third-tier beast handlers are actually handling things so far, being the key word. Maybe once we get to the late 80s or maybe the early 90s, we start to run into some major issues, but we're going to wait out and see this, man, because we still got a decent amount of money to play around with. All right, now, here's one of the worst things that happened to me. Okay, now, that's just all, again, surface-level garbage. Who really cares, right? Well, then, my puppy got hurt. So I don't think I told this to you guys at all, but I was playing with my dogs, and usually when I play with my dogs, eventually they get in a fight with each other, and they get in a play fight. So it's not like a mean fight or anything like that. They just kind of, they romp around, and they do use their teeth a little bit, and they kind of bite each other just a little bit, but they're definitely friendly while doing it, okay? And sometimes I gotta break it up because it gets a little too vicious for my liking. But we barely ever. There has been a couple times where we've drawn blood, but very rarely have ever drawn blood or done anything like that. Usually it's fun and games. And here's the weird part: I've got a 1-year golden retriever and a 7.5-year golden retriever, and 90% of the time, my 1-year golden retriever starts the fight. Okay, she ramps it up and gets it all going and everything. But for the first time in a while, Luna started the frickin' fight. All right, so I was like, let's go, let it go, man. If she started the fight, let it go, you know? So we got $31,000 here. I'm gonna just, I'll be back in a couple minutes. I'm gonna set up a couple more things because I can't talk and build all these guys and merge things in weird ways all at the same time. So we're gonna beat round 85 against two Zoma Gods and decide what I want to build because of this. Like, do we need more sharks? We need more Moab popping power, it looks like to me. I mean, the sharks are doing a pretty good job here, but I could always use more shark action. And then I think I'm going to build some sort of Velociraptor in the corner over here because I need more balloon popping power somewhere in this vicinity. So really not complicated or anything like that. It just really does take a little bit of focus to make it happen. But we got a new Velociraptor right here maxed out. We got a new Orca maxed out. or not Orha, new Great White maxed out over here. I'm not even using any of these side paths, which I probably should be doing, but things are still going down pretty well, so I'm not upset. I think we got 4 maxed out Great White Sharks here doing a nice little circle. Is that 5, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 5 of them. I don't even know where they're at, but they're freaking there, man. They're doing something. I think I'm also going to build another bird in the back here to make sure that nothing's going to sneak through my defense, and maybe another couple Velociraptors or something as well. So I know that this is getting kind of ridiculous with all the beast handlers, but this is only 3rd tiers. This is what happens when you do that. So, anyways, they fight a lot. That's the main thing, and I've officially said no more fighting after what happened just about a week ago. So they were fighting, and basically they kind of like jump on each other and try to like flip each other over kind of situation. It's very common for them, and usually the main thing is Luna is going to flip over Lily. All right, that's the main thing that usually happens because she's a little bit bigger and older, and I guess just has more old woman dog muscle mass, you know. So any which way, Luna tried to like catch herself when she got flipped over, and she twisted her wrist or her paw, and she just laid on the ground and was whimpering for like 5 minutes, like. It was one of the saddest noises I've ever heard in my entire life. We tried to get her up and like get her to walk around, and she just did not have any inkling of wanting to do that whatsoever. Just like, screw you, Chris, I'm laying here, and I'm laying here forever. So for the next like 14 hours or so until I got her to a vet appointment, she basically had to be carried everywhere. So I carried her outside whenever she had to go to the bathroom. I carried her over to the food, and she could still stand up. She had 3 legs, so she could stand, no problem. Whenever it got to walking, I was like, nuh-uh, you ain't doing that. That looks bad. So I get her to the vet. I'm thinking the worst, you know. I'm thinking she's going to have to get, at the very least, some sort of a splint or a brace or something like that. And at worst, she's probably going to have to get a surgery. And I don't ever want to think about this, but I definitely, the thought crossed my mind that, like, you know, my life is going so terrible right now that, of course, like, it's going to be so bad. They're going to be like, you know, when a horse breaks its leg, that they just have to put it down, put it out of its misery. And I'm like, no, don't make that happen. So, luckily, when she got to the vet, for whatever reason, I don't know if it was the adrenaline or whatever, but she was feeling a little bit better. I was able to limp around a little bit. Vet checks her out, and she's good. Nothing's wrong. Give her some pain meds for the next couple days. Don't let her walk on it too much, and she'll be good.
Should we be scared?
Cool. All right. That actually kind of happened. Ooh, this is not good.
Hello.
This is not good at all. We need some DDT popping power. Stat. All right, seems weird, but I am just going to do it. I bought a 4th tier. All right. Well, that's fine. Whatever. I don't really care that much. I ended up buying a 4th tier wizard here, and this is going to decamo the DDTs, allowing my other people to pop them. So I decided not to try for some sort of village because I've got a mess of garbage all over the frickin' place, and I don't really know what's going on over here, to be completely honest. So I don't even know where all my maxed out guys are, so I don't want to try to build villages and just have them end up not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I know to put the decamo properties instead. Won't help for around 100, but for everything else it will help. Any which way, we get to the vet, and the vet checks her out, and she's pretty good. Not too bad, actually. She, I don't know if she, like, was like, don't put me to sleep, Chris. I can walk now. I can walk. Don't make me go to the vet anymore. I hate it. Or whatnot. But we gave her some good pain meds and everything, and she ended up actually being pretty good after a couple days. Took her about a week to fully heal up. But either which way, she good. She good. That's the nice news. She is actually good. Not a big deal for us. And obviously I'm very happy about that, to be completely honest. Here we go. We're merging everybody together here. We're going to go for another Velociraptor in the backpack here, as soon as I get the money for it, of course. And I'm going to put it right here. I feel like it's a pretty decent spot for it. All right. More DDT problems. This could end up being... You know what? Gwendolyn's getting a lot of DDT popping power, though. So she might actually be my main DDT popper, especially when she reaches level 20 here for round 99. Round 95, though, also will be a little bit difficult, so that could be the first time that we're running into some major issues. I don't know. I'm going to try to save up my money at this point, so if I need to mess around with anything, I'll have something to play around with, at the very least. And then, on top of all of that, Chris has been having some health issues. So I've been on my diet for a while now. I don't think this has much to deal with it, but I've been like checking my blood pressure and everything. I've been trying to do everything healthy. I've been eating healthy. I've been doing a lot of exercise. Not absurd amounts of exercise, but a reasonable amount of good exercise is the best way I could explain it. Going on some bike rides here and there, going on some walks here and there, going on some runs here and there. I kind of like, my goal is to do like 50 miles a week of something. It's kind of the way that I'm thinking about it. Whether it's a combination of bike miles, walking, running, whatever. Try to get 50 miles or so in action. All right, so here we go. All the DPs are on the screen, but this is getting very, very scary. The Golden Eagle is doing a decent job, but will it do a good enough job? And he does. Woo! 95 gets taken down. All right, we got $14,000 saved up as well, so we can get another probably great white shark over here. I don't know what else I would want to buy that would help me out in any which way, but you know what? This is what I'm going to do. Let's get another great white shark, but let's put him in a different spot. Now that Moabs and stuff are actually getting a little bit further on the map, let's put a great white shark in this pond, and we're going to merge these guys all together. So if you're impressed that the low-level beast handlers are still surviving, I would agree with you. I mean, I am kind of impressed. It's weird because I really feel like the 4th tiers start to get worse. I don't know. Doesn't really make much sense. Or if you're going to use 3rd tiers, use them to save up a crap ton of money. We easily had $30,000+ and build something better. You know, whether it's a Spirit of the Forest or Robo Monkey, or even saving up for a Sky Shredder or something like that, a carrier flagship, a Pirate Lord. All those stuff's easily affordable because of the oh gosh, because of the superiority, basically, or awesomeness of these low-level beast handlers. Yeah, okay. So if you use them right, they can actually be a really good addition to your team. So I've been having some health issues. So I've been working really hard on myself, but recently I started having something called an ocular migraine. I didn't know what it was. I've experienced it probably like 10 times in my entire life, randomly, really randomly. And it's very scary and weird, especially if you don't know what it is, because basically it looks like you started looking at the sun, and it'll start off as a very small point in my vision. All right, like very weird green, bluish, rainbowish color, you know, like, or when you like rub your eyes, how it feels like that weird green rainbow color. Basically it's like that, but it starts off as a little tiny dot, but it slowly gets bigger. It turns into like a small C, like the letter C. And that C will slowly get bigger and take up more and more of my entire visual space. And the weird thing is, it's not like it's in your eye. It is where you look, and it'll block most of my vision. So this happens while I'm like driving or something like that. I think I'd have to pull over and wait about 30 minutes because it takes about 20 to 25 minutes to ramp up, and that C keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger until it almost encompasses the entire like left side of my vision, or almost the entire left eye, right? Very weird, obviously, but it sucks, and then you get a big headache afterwards. Honestly, I don't really care too much about any of that, but my major worry is that, like, well, if this is happening more frequently, is there something wrong with me, you know? And the answer to that is maybe. I don't know yet. So I finally scheduled a doctor's appointment. It's about a week away, and we'll see if they say anything about that. But I've also been having, oddly enough, some sweating issues. All right, yeah. So that's a sad thing to say, because the first time you think about anything with sweating, when you Google it, it's leukemia, lymphoma, or maybe you just have a weird issue with your immune system that is kind of like attacking your hair follicles in your armpit. I don't know if hopefully it's the last thing there, hopefully, but I just don't know for sure. How did a great white shark get all the way back here? I don't know, but anyways, 99 issue. So I told you guys that this video would probably end up in me losing, and that is still very much a possibility. This could be a complete and utter loss. Disastrous. But I'm going to try to build other towers just to keep me in the game here. So we're going to go for a Mob Shredder. Hopefully I get enough money here to get bigger stacks and Red Hot Spikes. If I don't, oh crap. Yeah, this is bad, man. This is bad. Real bad here. All right, basically nothing went the way that I wanted it to. And we got a lot of DDTs in the back. Yeah, dude, when you only have $7,000 to try to make DDTs go down, there's not that many options available to you, really. So hopefully this is going to help us out in popping just a couple DDT layers. That's really all I needed to have happen, but this is not all powerful, and I don't even have enough money for the Spike Storm. So this could be the loss. Okay, this is a pretty good idea, though. Moab glue. If I could just glue some of the DDTs, slowing them down enough to let my other towers do the work, that could be good enough. So we're trying for it, obviously. A lot of sharks jumping out of the water. Doesn't help me out for round 100 at all, but come on, come on, come on. Last little bits. And we do indeed take round 99 down. Now round 100 is complete other beast. Do sharks even attack the bad? I hope they do. If they don't, we're done. Frickin' done. Okay, they do. Whew. All right, I still think we're going to lose. But at the very least, now we have a chance. Okay? A frickin' chance here. Blow things up, shoot some fire out. I don't really know what else I could buy here to help me out all that much. I mean, even like attack shooter, it's like too much money for me to afford anything of reasonable value. You know, I can't buy spike factories very easily or well. I could buy some base spike factories, but that is not going to do a lot of damage. So yeah, we're kind of stuck with this probably going bad. But it's not over yet. We still got some time. We got a lot of sharks on this bad right now. a lot of sharks on this bad. As hilarious as that is. Go for it, boys. Go for it. All right, more spikes popping out. I think the DDTs are going to be the issue because this decammozation's over here. And yeah, so I think I'm just going to let it go through. It was a good fight. It's a good fight. But they do have their weaknesses, and clearly the bad balloon is probably the biggest weakness of them all. How upsetting. Well, anyways, yeah, so I've been having some issues, and I hope that things aren't going too absolutely horrible for me, and I hope that I don't have cancer, but either which way, yeah, that's what's been going on with me, so I had to tell you guys. If you enjoyed, press that like button, subscribe, and have a super duper delicious day.